So my event relating to my field of study is the former Missouri town of Times Beach and the catastrophic environmental events that happened there that eventually led to the town's evacuation and demise. So Times Beach was a town in Missouri located near St. Louis that in the 1980s experienced a extreme catastrophic environmental event where toxic chemicals were sprayed on properties and roadways of the town as a proposed dust deterrent by a local resident. And this also happened to be related to the Vietnam Agent Orange chemicals that they sprayed, and these were very toxic chemicals that were sprayed throughout the environment. Additionally, flooding caused these chemicals to spread throughout the town and eventually led to the town's evacuation and incineration by the Environmental Protection Agency. I chose this event because it's close to home. It's related to my field of study as it is a biological instance and event. And I enjoy history. I enjoy Missouri history, and so I thought this was a really interesting topic. This event relates to my field of study because it deals with the environment. My major is in biology, and it relates to this just because different aspects of biology, just general biology, environment, chemistry, epidemiology, things like that. So, how this event links up with one of the courses you took up to this point, I just recently took a class on epidemiology, which is the study of diseases and things of that nature. And I think this directly relates to that because it discusses disease control. And while not a lot of people uh, gained or were affected by this environmental disaster as far as their long term health, there was a lot of animals that were affected and people on more of a minor scale. A lot of animals, pets, livestock, local wildlife died during the initial spraying of these toxic chemicals on the properties in Times Beach. And I took a lot of biological courses, but epidemiology is one that really stands out whenever I think about something like this. Lessons learned when applying the knowledge you gained from that course, just things like disease control and as well as detecting um, disease within a population, the different variables that go into that, being able to track the disease and where it came from, and trying to control it and prevent it from becoming an epidemic. Obviously, measures were taken within Times Beach to prevent this and to prevent further catastrophe from happening. If the residents would have stayed there any longer than they did, there's likely would have been a lot of long-term harm caused to them, and that is something that I kind of learned within my epidemiology class, and that is something that translates to this event. Also, I just recently took some classes on risk management, and I feel like that the townspeople and the mayor, specifically involved in this, had to deal with risk management whenever it comes to making decisions about the town, making decisions about people evacuating, making decisions when it came to dealing with the EPA because they had to deal with the Environmental Protection Agency, negotiating on buying out of their homes. And there's a lot of other classes that I've learned that can directly relate to this event, but those are two specific ones that really stick in my mind and really can directly correlate to this event and this situation. So, overall walkaway lesson and looking forward to this field of study, uh, there is always different aspects whenever it comes to making decisions and dealing with environmental events. And it is not just environmental decisions that come into it. There is environmental, there is political, there is social, there is physical and mental decisions that come with catastrophes like this. and navigating them is never an easy process, and there is a lot of different things that go into them. There's a lot of different classes that have taught me stuff like this, and I'm just looking forward to continuing to work on this project. So that is my presentation video for the beginning. Thank you.